Yes, greetings, beloved. How are you?
Hey, how are
Hey,
you?
I'm doing well, thank you. How's it
I
going, my
came
love?
home right in time. I thought I had a whole nother hour, but then I was
Ah,
like, well, wait a minute. She's on the East Coast, so that's got to be around 2. So let me go home just in case.
oh,
So you
yep.
called right at the right time.
Everything happens by divine appointment, my love. It definitely is. The spirit, your spirit guides, your ancestors led you because you probably, you didn't have, you was a bit confused at the time, so your spirit guides led you to go home. Listen, it's time for you to go home. You didn't know. Now you're home. Now we
Yep.
settled. Now we're gonna rock into this. I definitely want to know and hear all about what you have discovered. When I was reading your feedback, I was like, this is some good stuff here. Like, I can't wait to speak
Well,
to you.
okay, so basically, in our last discussion, you
Right.
were telling me that I have this masculine energy, which a lot of black women do. And I just think that's a result of, mothers raising daughters to be very, very strong
Yeah.
and capable and being strict with us, but then letting the boys kind of get away with whatever and treating them like babies. And so we have this issue. But in any event, you were telling me I had this masculine energy with Vishnu.
Mm.
And so I started reading about him, and then I started trying to read about all of, Hinduism and the different gods. And when I started reading about Lakshmi, it just really resonated with me based on some of the things that you were saying. You
Mm.
told me that I was um, prosperity, abundance, and fertility. That is
Mm.
what she stands for.
Get out.
You also said you were seeing fish. That is one of her, things. You also said you saw me on an elephant and said I was a goddess. She sits
Ooh.
on an elephant as a goddess
Get
and
out.
a fish. Yeah, and I've always dreamed of being pregnant, like really full belly out pregnant, even though I know it's not literal, but I've
Mhm.
always dreamed that. I've even gone so far as to seeing myself with the baby or carrying the baby, even though I don't have children and I want children.
Mhm.
I've made some bad decisions when I was younger, and then I've had some failed pregnancies, I've dreamed often of fish, and I've dreamed often of myself being very, very pregnant or even in labor.
Mhm. Mm.
So there were just a lot of things based on the reading that we had that you said to me that fit her a little
Mm.
bit more than Vishnu. But
Mhm.
when I began to read, she is his pretty much the female side of God. Like
Right.
he's the supreme deity and she's the female counterpart. So
Which
like his
makes
wife
sense.
or his yeah, it made complete sense.
Oh, that's beautiful. And and this is why when we speak about us as goddesses and gods or whatever, within ourselves we have the masculine and feminine side within us.
Absolutely. Yep.
Like,
Yep.
right, I have a masculine side within me, I have a god side, and I have a goddess side. So which one I want to tap
Yeah.
into? I want to tap in. See, so what your spirit guides was connecting you to is perhaps the God side of Lakshmi, which is Vishnu. That's
Yeah.
that's that's who I was channeling. And then
Mhm.
which led you to do, and that's why I always say I thank my clients for allowing me to further assist you on your spiritual journey. So after we had our session, you went ahead and followed up with the things that I was saying. So you digged a little bit deeper, and that's the main point of a reading. I give you a little
Yeah.
only for you to go further with it and find out who your true essence is. So when you wrote me that email, I was like, wow, this is some.
I was so blown away, Ella. I was so blown away because every single thing you said in the reading fit him and her to a T. She is the
What?
goddess that gives wealth and abundance. And I remember I told you that I dreamed that I hit the lottery, and it sounds corny, but I dreamed that I hit the lottery for 66 million. Again, my numbers are 6 and 9.
Right.
And then I dreamed that I hit it for 12 million like 2 weeks later. That's 6 and 6 is 12. And the Creator knows my heart is, I have a heart to want to do for these people in these remote islands like the Papua Islands, the Solomon Islands, all these people that are being driven out of their territories. And these are just very nature good people. I want to do things like go there, plant food, bring water, fresh water, and fight for them to be able to remain in their homes and their tribal essence. And things like that, I have that kind of heart. Like if I were to hit for that kind of money, I want to make sure that justice prevails. I'm not interested in having a private jet, all those kind of things. And so she was, that energy that she had, just reading about her, I was like, this is me to a T. Like, this is who I am.
So then that may even be that's probably who you were reincarnated as a past life. Someone that always gave. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm picking up now, that perhaps it didn't come through like that in the previous reading, but now that we're discussing it a little bit more, it just leads me to feel like perhaps you were a goddess that gave back, a goddess of prosperity, a goddess of deity, one that loves to give, and one that is of wealth is what I'm picking up here. So it all makes sense. It definitely all makes sense, especially if you have the DNA coding that once you read what you read, like you said, it just clicked to you. It just felt so familiar. So it has to be something that you lived once before. Definitely. And it didn't come through, and it didn't come through as a past life reading. It just came through as keep working with these particular deities so that you can remain or maintain the abundance, the fertility, the love, the attraction, the wealth. And not only that, the dreams that you was having is more so like a metaphor for things to happen. It may not necessarily mean that fertility, like I believe I was saying that in your last reading, it may not mean fertility like actual giving birth to a child, but it may be fertility. It may be fertility in a sense where big things are going to happen. One of the things that I always tell my clients, or I'm going to tell you now, is that when I channel, it may seem like I'm here, like on a physical realm, but I'm really not. Like I'm really when I'm tapping into the spirit, because I'm in the spirit realm, I'm tapping in. That's the only way that I'm able to communicate with people's spirit guides, in order, so that I can, and then I just speak, and that's why they speak through me. So it's more so of your spirit guides speaking through me, but they have to use a physical body, which is myself, or an avatar, which is myself, to communicate, because some people are not able to connect with their spirit guides. So when people come back and they tell me, such as yourself, when you come back and you tell me, oh, get basically positive and accurate testimonies like this, it's like it's blown away to me too, because I get glimpses of readings when it happens. I do remember, but not to the T. Not to.
Well, I can tell you this. You have helped me to connect so many dots. I think in our first reading, I went on and on about all these various spiritual things that happened to me some 15 years ago. And when you told me that Oshun was like holding my hand and saying, come on, you can do it. You can return to this goddess that you once were. You can return to this person that you once were. Well, I remember having that dream where this black woman was walking with me on top of the water. Lakshmi actually sits on top of water also. So that was pretty amazing to me as well. There were just so many synchronicities with her and with your reading and with Vishnu and with the spiritual things that I have experienced during my rest. And even the woman, you said she was like a godmother, an angel or something like that. She was there also talking to you, and she held out her hand, and in her hand she had like either money or crystals or something. Well, Lakshmi has 4 hands, and in one of them is like jewels. which was the wealth or the money then, which she gives out. And I just found that incredible. I mean,
it was exciting. It was exciting feeling, right? I would imagine, like, what? Like, this is,
Yeah.
you know why it's so exciting? It's so exciting because it helps you to move forward. You know, it helps
Yeah.
you to understand, and it helps you to, and that's why it's like spiritual guidance. It really helps you to push forward and to, I guess it's more so like understand who you are to the core, you know, to the
Mhm.
microscopic core, you know, or to the rather
Mhm.
the carbon within the cell, in a sense, you know, the
Mhm.
mitochondria, the thing that makes it beat or go, you know. So in any event, this and then when clients come with me with such excitement, it's like me myself, I always got to thank the spirit realm for choosing me, you know, because there's
Mhm.
many people that are out here, but few are chosen. That's really real. That's
It's
really,
so true.
it really is. Not to toot my horn or anything, but there's few that are chosen, you know, and those that
Well,
are,
I'm just happy I was led to you. I'm just happy that I was led to you. And
yes.
like I said, on this journey, I will always be in touch with you. I find it interesting. I was working with Dano Grills. We had a few conversations, and I was kind of trying to ask him, like, why am I having these experiences? Who am I? There was something else that, and I forget the detail because I read so much on her, but there was some connection with the moon, and I feel a very, very strong connection. Every day I would come home and sit on my porch, and there would be this really bright, like the brightest star in the sky would be right above my porch. And I would almost sit out there like I'm communicating with it. And the moon. So I don't really know what that is about yet, but I know there's something there. I went so far as to looking up the different constellations, trying to see what that particular star was. But I asked Gano, and he told me, he said, I can't tell you who you are yet, but you have a lot of taupe energy or something. And he said, I can't tell you yet because you're not ready to know who you are. And I just found out, like, okay, at the time I didn't have the thousands or whatever that he wanted for me to go through all this stuff. So I just kind of, let that go. But in essence, I was still led to you. And so you're helping me to start to connect the dots and just try to figure out what I need to do. How can I best serve myself and others with this knowledge,
right. Right. Hey, let me tell you something. The spirit guide, your ancestors was like, all right, you don't want to tell her, I'm gonna bring her to this sister right here.
Right.
She gonna tell her for $60. Like fuck it. You don't want to tell her, she needs to know. We gonna bring her to Ella. Ella gonna keep it real with her. She gonna tell her. We gonna help Ella. It's not just Ella. It's the spirit realm. We're gonna help her to help you. So that's what I kind of feel behind that. But nothing against the brother. Against the guy. I don't really know him. Who you went to, but I do understand sometimes in many cases where some spiritual practitioners, they say that the person is not ready, because we do pick up on people's energy. But that's why I say that, and it's like, we don't think that, because sometimes if we tell you things, um it might be too mind blowing and you don't know how to dissect it and you take it differently. Had you graduated on different levels, then perhaps you're able to receive things differently. But with me, I channel, and anything that I'm picking up from the spirit realm, I cannot hold back. So that's the difference with me. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about a person being ready for me. It's about delivering messages to this person that came to me and gave me this love exchange.
And at the same time, the spirit knows best. The spirit knows how to disseminate the information in a framework that can be received by the person that has come to you. So it's all good.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely all good, and that's why let me tell you something. Let me say something. People like who you said off the
Gano, Gano, Gano Grills.
okay.
Really, really blessed brother. He has his whole program, Galacticus.com. But his I don't really know what benefit he offers. For me, if I'm coming up off of thousands of dollars to go through a program, I need to really see testimony or benefit, or you need to tell me something that's going to resonate with me to let me know that this is something that I'm going to benefit from. Because, come on, all of us don't have money like that.
Just to be,
So,
and let me tell you something, and I'm gonna keep it so real with you, because we're gonna get into this Lakshmi thing. I'm gonna read up on her, and we're gonna see how you could give offerings and stuff, and her days and things. So I need to know, being that you revealed what you revealed, I want to look up and channel some things in that nature too. But people like him, I'm gonna be so honest with you. I get preachers, I get pastors, preachers, pastors, whoever you want to. I get religious people coming to me. You know, those that are scared to reveal that they no longer want to be religious and they want to be spiritual now. I get I get a lot of how can you say, other spiritual practitioners, which I won't say any names. I don't, because I don't want to put nobody business out there. But most of those type of people go to people like me. I'm just being honest, and it's okay.
Because you know what, the proof is in the pudding, though.
And it's okay.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. And that's fine, because we can learn from each other, but then
and that's how it should be.
Yeah, and but then it just goes, and then it's like with me, it's like, damn, like, you charging all of this money and I'm not even charging nothing really, like, and you coming to me like, I need to step my game up, yo, like.
Yeah, he charges a reasonable amount for his readings, and I had a reading with him, but I didn't really learn anything, to be honest. I didn't really learn anything. It was just that, you're a very special person. You have this taupe energy. Okay, I kind of knew that because I kept seeing these light bodies that were green. When I was younger, I saw that being that showed up. I was about 7. It was completely green. So, what have you. But, who am I really? How do I use my who I am to better myself and to get the things that I want and to help others, because my nature is always one of giving. We talked about that on the first call, where I give and give and give and give and give, and oftentimes I'm left with a void because a lot of times I give myself to people who don't deserve me. That's a lesson that I'm learning, be it family members, be it a lover, a man, friend, what have you. And so here I am at a crossroads where my life is turned upside down. Before we disconnect, I do want to ask you if you see anything regarding career or jobs, and anything regarding my love life. Those are the 2 main areas that I just have no. I'm at this place where it's just like, okay, everything has come to a halt. What are you doing? What's going on? So trying to.
I just when you just said that, I seen the wave, I seen the ocean waves, and they said just let it be, because let me tell you, once you begin, one step at a time. Once you begin to give offerings to Lakshmi and the other deity that I told you to give offerings to last time, that will help you to open the doors for other things to happen for you. So right now, yes, they're saying, listen, right now, yes, she's questioning about her love and her career. However, she didn't do the step 1 to get to step 2. So it's more so of, you get what I'm saying? It's more so of opening. You already got your foot in the door, which I'm very, very happy for you, that for your growth, for your spiritual growth. I'm happy that you got through that door where now you're resonating with a particular deity that feels like you. You get what I'm saying? Once you get to that place where you working with a particular deity, that's when you can start asking or manifesting certain things that you want in your life, because guess what, you're giving offerings. And that's why I always say to my clients, listen, the love exchange that you give me, I always give offerings to the spirit realm, because I'm blessed and I'm thankful. So with me, even myself, it's like, yo, like, I'm not in a committed relationship with nobody at this particular moment. Yes, one day I do desire to be in a committed relationship, but you know what? The universe knows best. And the universe knows that perhaps at this particular time is not meant for me to be in a relationship because I have work to do. I have a little bit more offerings to do. I have a little bit more healing to do, because you want to be with somebody that is mentally, spiritually, and physically on your level, you see. And you got to do the work in order for you to, and when I say got to do the work, I'm speaking about staying true to yourself, giving offerings to the spirit realm, meditation. You got to do the work, even working out. You get what I'm saying? Getting your body right. You have to do the work to attract this particular person here. But it's coming. But when you and I'm feeling the same thing with the career. They're showing me like a wave, like a ocean, and they're saying, listen, allow it to just come. It's coming. I think I told you that before. It's coming.
You did.
When is
there's just a little bit of consternation on my part because I sued my job. I got a really small settlement, and it's like that's all I have to live off of, and that gives me a little bit of time to find something. So I'm just,
Yeah. Oh, and being impatient. It's okay. Just a little impatient, but it's okay because you're used to living a particular way. You get what I'm saying? And then when you get set back a little bit and you're living on a quote unquote budget, it's like, nah, I'm not used to this. But then too, this is probably a good thing for you too, because now it shows you a little bit more discipline. It shows you, just how to survive.
And I really think it's time. It's providing me a lot of free time to go in deeper, because a lot of times going to work serves as such a distraction.
Yes.
Putting in 9-10 hours a day between just getting prepared to work, getting home, and detoxing from work. That's a good 12 hours out your day. And then you got like 4 hours to yourself, and you have to go to bed and do it all over again. Within those 4 hours, you have to eat, you have to, bathe, you have to do whatever domestic things around the house need to be done. And there's really not a lot of time for self-reflection. So
it doesn't.
I've been finding myself doing, like I told you, I did the sage bath, and I want to thank you for that, because
I told you about that, right?
You did.
Okay.
And I want to tell you, Ella, each day that I took that bath, I felt lighter and lighter because I was so heavy. The grief that I've experienced from this last relationship, when I tell you, I felt like I was literally under attack.
I'm partying today. I'm partying today. I'm partying.
I'm telling you, it changed me. After that third day, I felt so light. Mind you, the grief was still there, the sadness was still there, but it wasn't feeling like I was under attack. And so after that, I did the lavender bath to kind of bring my mind at ease a little bit, and it's helped. Trust me, I have 2 or 3 good days and then a bad day where I want to murder him. But but I'm definitely I'm seeing the light at the end of the tunnel as far as this whole deceiver and technology he pulled on me. But yeah.
But little by little, but it's my love, little by little. It's a process. It's a you got to be patient. You got to continue. I always say healing is an everlasting journey. Releasing is an everlasting journey. Like, yes, we've been through it, and the feelings that you have for him is not gonna. That you have for him right now is not gonna, go away overnight. It's not.
They aren't. But I always prided myself on, I'm a beautiful woman. I know this. I'm successful. I know this. I'm righteous and just and fair. And I have a big heart, and I give. And so I've always held it together, and I've always had it together. So for something to break me to that point scared me a little bit. It scared me a little bit because it was like, now I don't have control of myself, what is going on. So to regain control of me and my faculties and my emotions and my thoughts, has been a blessing. It has been really, I've been fortunate in that way, and it's happened almost within a week to 2 weeks time. The only thing I can't really that I'm still, struggling with is why do I, obviously when you love someone, you love them. And it's like there's still too many thoughts. And I just don't know if is this person just going to turn around and change his ways and we're going to end up together? Because why am I having a hard time just releasing this brother? It's just a strange thing to me. But we'll get into that at some later point.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that, and that's why. And I'm gonna be honest with you, sister. That's why you cannot be thinking about love because you still got this that you're dealing with, and that's perhaps why your spirit guides were saying just let things flow and give the offerings to the deities that you want to work with, and once you give the offerings, things will open up for you at this particular you're cleansing. You're in your cleansing mode right now. You see,
Yeah, I am.
you're shedding. So I do understand that it's like you don't want to be alone in some because sometimes I be like I don't want to be alone. I want to. I understand that. I understand that. But the reality of it and the righteous way of doing it is cleansing ourselves first, coming back into this divine state, this powerful state, this divine state, because you want to give your mate your all. You want when you come
and the best of you.
right, the best of you. You get what I'm saying? And right now, you're healing. You're not broken. You're not broken because you came up out of that broken stage. You're healing.
Yes, I did.
You're healing.
Yeah.
It's a difference. It's a difference.
I most certainly am. And I can tell you, since you've had me starting this process with the sage and then I did the lavender, this old black woman came up to me. She needed a ride. I saw she had a lot of bags and, she was trying to walk and, she asked me if I would take her home. It was really just next door. It wasn't far. So I drove her home. And when I tell you this woman just broke into this long prayer, she was crying, praying. I started crying. And she just spoke things into my life about this man that hurt me and this job that hurt me. And I was just blown away. This was the night after I had read, I fell asleep reading and listening to stories of Lakshmi because there's not a lot out there. The Hindu religion is like 3,000 years. It dates back to 3000 BC. So it's really difficult. I may have to get the book that you have in order to really be able to, follow up and go in deep. But I'm gonna shut up now and let you read because I know there's probably a lot in there.
Yeah, I want to read. Yeah, because I'm interested. I'm interested, and I want to give you more information on what you may not know or whatever. On how to work with her, because I'm
Okay.
this is new to me, this is new to me.
What broke everything was when you said you are a goddess and I see you on an elephant, and I was like, something said I was reading Vishnu, and then I said, okay, let me see which one of these Hindu goddesses ride on an elephant or deals with elephants, and she was the only one, and wow.
And
So
she's she's the goddess of.
She's a female counterpart of him. He's like the creator, and he deals with creating and manifesting and justice or something like that. And then she deals with like blessing and wealth and abundance and prosperity. The very identical words you said to me. These were the identical words you said to me, Ella. And I got chills. I was like, oh my goodness.
Really? Yeah. Oh man. That's why I'm happy. I'm happy
too.
Yes. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. It may be because this session has been recorded as well. I will send you a copy. But it may be feeling like, why she's so, excited. She's the one that delivered the message. But it's not about that. It's about my clients, or rather it's about you having such an excitement. Like I'm the one that gave you, you know what I mean? So it's like I made this happen, so I'm happy. Like this is my creation in a sense. So it's like it's a very beautiful thing. It's an outstanding thing. And like I said, when I channel, I'm in between realms. You get what I'm saying? So it may seem like I'm all the way here because I've came to a point where I'm able to finesse it because I channel people all the time. But I'm really not. I'm really in between the spirit realm and the physical realm. So when you come to me with such beautiful testimony, it's like, wow, blows my damn mind. Like, wow.
It still blesses you to know
Yes.
to know the wonder and amazement of your gift of your, you know. So that's what's up.
Yes. Okay, yes. So Lakshmi, right? Also known as Lakshmi, which is Laxmi, Lakshmi, which is also known as Shri Devi, Devi, which is perhaps God. Shri is Shri Devi. Kamala, which is also known as a lotus. So I don't know if you came across the lotus plant as well.
The lotus flower.
Right, the lotus flower. So Lakshmi, lady of wealth, good fortune, and beauty, bestows abundance. Lakshmi is the spirit of luxury and happiness. She brings vitality to all living things. She is one of the most beloved spirits of the modern India. Lakshmi is actively venerated by some 1 billion Hindus as well as Buddhists, Jains, goddess devotees, and independent practitioners around the world. Almost by definition, she is lovable. She is everything that is good, sweet, pleasurable, and joyful. Lakshmi bestows fertility, they go that word fertility, health, and wealth. Her lucky white elephants, oh, shower earth with rain and abundance. There you go. Okay, so her lucky white elephants shower earth with rain and abundance. She is the very personification of good luck and fortune. The only negative thing one might possibly say about Lakshmi is that in the manner of fortune, she is fickle. She won't do anything bad, but she gets bored easily, which is normal, right?
That's me. That is so me.
You see, that's the okay. So she is fickle. She won't do anything bad, but she gets bored easily. If not properly venerated or enticed to stay, she'll just leave, taking her gifts, joy, wealth, luck with her. Lakshmi, and that's like anybody. Like, okay, well, this relationship is boring. Let me leave. You know what I mean? Let me get my stuff and leave. Let me pack my stuff and go. Or let me just release this man, right? So Lakshmi is venerated on home altars in attempts to keep her near. Lakshmi expects devotees to expend some efforts. Simply posting her image and leaving it there is insufficient. Light candles, incense, and or lamps and place before her image on a daily basis if possible. Shopkeepers place her image near the cash register to stimulate sales. Also lighting lamps in her honor. Manifestation. Lakshmi is characterized by opulence. Her skin may be golden. Light radiates in her wake. The tremendous quantity of her jewelry causes her to become a vision of flashing, glowing light. That's what's up. Icon. Her very recognizable iconic form first appeared in approximately the 3rd century BCE. Lakshmi may have 2 or 4 hands, which you were saying. She carries a coffer. Golden coins shower from her hands. Lakshmi is always depicted with a lotus flower. And the lotus flower also represents like fertility and growth and abundance as well. Um you, mhm. She may hold one or sit she may hold one she may hold one or sit or stand on one. She is talking about the lotus flower. She is frequently depicted with a pair of elephants who pour water over her on or in the company of Ganesha. Milk may flow from her ample breast. Attributes: the conch shells, wheel, mace, box, and lotus. Now her element is water. So now that's interesting Because if you said anything, if you were speaking about the moon and you having this connection with the moon represents feminine principle. Now female is what? Water, right? So
Mhm.
the flower is lotus, her tree is a bell tree, her plant is the tulsi plant or holy basil. The tulsi may be Lakshmi incarnate. A legend says that in a fit of anger, the goddess Saravati, her rival, transformed Lakshmi into the herb. The animals that she deals with is the cow and the elephant. The bird, an owl serves as her mount. Her days is Friday. Oh, today's Friday. There you go.
Mhm.
That's interesting. Her metal is gold. Consort. In her earliest manifestation, Lakshmi was an independent deity who was worshipped without a male partner. However, she is considered Vishnu's wife. There you go. That's the connection.
Mhm.
That's the connection.
Mhm.
She's Vishnu's wife. That is the
Yep.
connection. Yes, you gotta.
Mhm.
When these messages come through like that, you have to thank the spirit realm. You just have to thank the
Yes.
spirit realm. You just have to be thankful. You know.
When I
Oh.
tell you, Ella, I could not wait to email you. When I was reading, I was up to like 2 or 3 in the morning. I was like, okay, I ain't gonna email her this time of night. She's gonna say, what? Why is this woman up at 3 in the morning emailing me? I was up till like 3:30, 4 o'clock when I finally fell asleep. When I read everything about the gold. What's funny is I just got connected. I was telling my ex, I said I have this strong desire to buy gold. It just came out of nowhere. I said I have this strong desire to buy gold, and you before now you could only buy gold in bars, and nobody can afford a gold bar. But then I got connected up with this brother who connected me with a company who sells 999.9 24-karat bullion in grams in various quantities, so you can get gold for like $30, $60, $300, depending on what size gram. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, next week I'm actually gonna buy. I'm gonna sign up and buy my first, gold, and so it'll be really nice, I think, to keep that near her when I set up my altar. Yeah.
Definitely. And send me that link too, because I'm interested. And you know what? After I finish reading this, it's very interesting because I have a statue in which I got from an Indian temple of an elephant right here. As a matter of fact, let me get it so I can show it to you on this camera here. And I can't help to think that this may be Lakshmi. I thought it was Ganesh, but the way I'm showing it to you on the camera, it's at 37 minutes here. If you just want to go through it, here it is, and it's in gold, and it's an elephant. And
you know what's funny? I have a gold. I wish I could show you mine. You told me to go and get Vishnu, and they didn't have him, and you told me to get an elephant, and I bought the elephant, and I have the elephant sitting with my crystals, because I remember that lady in the second reading, she was giving you coins. You said she's either giving me money or crystals. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna put this gold elephant in the center of my crystals, where I have my crystals all on my mantle. So yeah, I have a special place for her that I'm gonna set up for her. I'm so excited. I'm so excited right now.
Yeah, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. No, this is beautiful.
Oh, I'm honored. No. I'm honored. It's crazy because if this is who I was, or if this is who I am, or whatever, I'm honored that I'm that great. I'm like, what?
It feels like it to me. Honestly, it feels like it to me. Now, it feels like this to me. I mean, you know how they say it doesn't
everything resonates with me. Right. The water. I kept saying, I had all those spiritual dreams where water covered the car, and then I was walking on water. And when I got to her origin of how she was birthed, the gods were churning the water. The demons on one side, the godly ones on the other side, and they were churning the water to create the earth. And remember in that dream, I said it felt like I was at the beginning of time, or like before creation. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just how I felt. Well, she was there was this manna or this drink or something that was created that's very powerful, like an elixir, and then she was created, and she was like the most beautiful, and the demons wanted her, and she was like dating one of them at first, but then Vishnu like won her over with his character, and then she married him, and forever was she is his wife forever. And they said, you know, in some Hindu beliefs, they believe because he is the creator, she is the female principle of him, but yeah, like husband and wife. So I was just blown away. But anyway,
that's beautiful. Yeah, I mean, this whole experience is beautiful. Like this whole experience, and again, my love, I thank you for choosing me. I thank the universe for aligning us or us attracting each other to each other. So it's not more so. It's just an attraction to each other. You know. I have to thank myself for doing what I'm doing to attract people such as yourself, so that you can get this. You know, this is just beautiful. So
I just feel like all of this that has happened to me has happened for this reason.
It's good.
It is time for me to finally understand or overstand all of those visions and all of those dreams and all of those things that no religion has ever been able to explain. And now everything is synced up. Like there's nothing that's missing. There's nothing that's missing.
That's we're growing. You're growing, I'm growing, we all growing. We're on this spiritual journey. So this is good, but this is interesting here what I'm seeing. Her symbol. Did you look up her symbol? Did you get in information about that? Because this is gonna. Well, let me tell you. Her symbol is a 6-pointed star. Her symbol is a 6-pointed star, hexagram, Satcona, signifying the union of female and male principles, resulting in creativity and abundance. How real is that? How real is that? Her symbol is a 6-point star, 6-pointed star. So sacred time. This adds up too close for me. This adds up too close for me. So yeah, right. Her sacred time.
I can barely breathe. Go ahead.
Today's Friday. I'm turning up. I'm turning up tonight. Yeah. Her sacred time. During Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights, Lakshmi roams Earth, searching for places to spend the night and distribute her gifts. Like that sounds like Santa Claus, right? That fake Santa Claus. People greet Lakshmi by illuminating their homes, roofs, gates, and gardens with the tiny earth unwear oil lamps, right? So sacred sites, Lakshmi Narayan Temple in Jaipur and the Lakshmi Narayan Temple in New Delhi, built in 1938, popular known as the Birla Mandir. Offerings, which you can offer her. You can offer her fruits, flowers, candies, incense, milk. I would offer her milk. Beads and coins. Offer her coins. I would do the coins, I would do the milk, and I would do the flowers. And if I was to do the incense, I'll do a sweet smelling incense. So that's basically.
You think I should do the lotus flower? I'm gonna have to try to find a lotus flower.
Yeah, I will recommend I would definitely recommend the lotus flower, because if they saying that she sits on the lotus flowers, she rather stands or is, above the lotus flower. Definitely the lotus flower. But guess what? It also says, see also a Lakshmi, Ganesh, Lala Malika, and Mami Wata's Vishnu, Saravati. So that connection, that other, it's basically this. You got to look at this on a holistic level. These different goddesses, such as yourself, you have different parts within you. So you could be the Vishnu, you can also be the Lakshmi, but the water side of you that you've been tapping into, the more emotional water, the moon, could represent Mami Wata. But guess what? we're all the same. It's all the same deity.
It's all the same, yeah.
Just in different forms. So Mami Wata.
That's right.
So and I believe one time I did. I don't know, but I it just feels like I might have mentioned Mami Wata to you. I deal a lot with Mami Wata. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't know if I told you, but when I was in Haiti, I went to the beach of Mami Wata and I gathered all the seashells, like most of the seashells. And I brought it back for my clients, those that are interested in meditation or rather want to set up an altar for Mami Wata. You could put, her seashells on your altar. Also, seashells also helps with opening up your pineal gland in a way. So, yeah, because of the different dimensions that's, in there. So, Mami Wata, she's known from all over. Here it goes. Mami Wata, the queen who lives in the waters, mother of the waters, the more than beautiful woman, the crocodile woman, the laughing water goddess, also known as Mami Wata, Mami Waters, Mami Wata, Madame Poison, West and Central Coastal Africa. Mami Wata, a complex, volatile spirit, brings joy, wealth, ecstasy, success, and prosperity to her devotees. She causes and cures infertility, impotence, and that's perhaps, you know what, too? That's perhaps where you've been getting those dreams of you having the birth. That's probably that Mami Wata and you tapping into it.
I'm about to literally. I'm about to cry.
You can cry. It's all right. Okay. I feel like crying too, boo boo. I feel like crying too. I do. I feel like crying too, boo boo. It's okay, my love.
So this is. I kept feeling like, okay, why am I connecting to this India? I know we are the first everywhere, and I'm like, okay, I really wanted to be connected to an African goddess, but it's okay, they're African over there, it's Africa, still. And then for you to say this and the whole infertility thing, and the whole, because I've had so many issues with that, and I saw myself too. I don't know, for whatever reason, every time something big is coming, I see myself pregnant, or I see myself carrying a child, or I see myself giving birth, literally feeling the labor pains, everything in my dreams. That's just something that I noticed, that my connection, or the way that things are communicated to me, I see that. So this fertility, this water, and I was saying, okay, Oshun was there. This other woman was there before. Now I have this connection with Lakshmi. And I'm just like, I have this connection with all these beautiful goddesses who really represent synonymous things. And it really resonates with my character of exactly who I am. And these desires have been being birthed in me. Like I said, the gold, it just came to me. Like, I even tried to buy monatomic gold. I ordered it. It was $80. It never came. And I completely forgot about it. And then I was just like, okay, it was so long ago, I'm not even going to take the time to go back and track what happened. Since, Blair's no longer with us.
Oh, yeah, you got it from this. Oh, that's interesting, because I was going to buy some monatomic gold, too. Good thing I didn't, see? I got saved.
It didn't come. It never came. Yeah. But the desire never left me. Another interesting thing. See, this is all synchronicity. I moved to Texas 5 years ago from Cleveland, Ohio. And I used to live downtown, and I used to live in another nice little community, and then I moved here where I am presently for the past 2 years. I'm surrounded by nothing but Indian and Pakistani people. And they always look at me really hard. Like, a lot of them think I'm either Indian or they think I'm like a dark Hispanic. Especially when I used to wear my Sowians and all of that. Since I've come out of a lot of that, I've come out of that. I usually just wear like twists, or I'll twist up my natural hair, what have you. But my features are very Indian. I go to get my brows threaded with the Indian, all of that. And they always are like, you look like my cousin. You look like this one. You look, it's just very, and they have these gold stores. There's this store called Tilak Jewelers. And I've been feeling like, you need to go in there and buy some gold. You need to go in there and buy a gold anklet. You need to go in there and buy gold. And I remember my ex saying, I don't like gold. I like silver, and I'm gonna buy silver. You buy gold. I was like, I just have this strong desire to buy it, and because I desired it, that came to me. The brother was delivered to me, where it's like, girl, I did not know it's like a worldwide movement where the Pope is in on it. Everybody is in on buying these gold bars, where you can have these little gold bars. You can even get. Well, I'll go into when I email you the information, you'll be able to go on the website and look. But you can actually anyone that actually you can only get registered under a member. So anyone that registers under you, you get a residual from them actually, because it's like a profit sharing thing. But you know, your money is fiat; it loses its value, but gold does not.
Yeah,
gold
does.
That's the beauty in it.
Yeah.
It's like the creator currency. You know,
that's just like my beloved, one of my beloved brothers, he deals with a program like that as well. And now that we're talking about it, he deals with but I want to know about all of that, because honestly speaking, the dollars means nothing at this particular point. Gold and currency,
and you know
they're
getting ready to shake up the currency. You know they're getting ready to shake up the world with this global stuff. So you need to make sure, you know, that you are able to remain in your craft, and you're able to remain successful, and you're able to hold it down, because there may be a period of time where everybody is destabilized for a minute.
Right.
You know.
Right. Exactly.
So anyway, sorry.
Yeah. No.
Back to Mama Wata.
Let me tell you something. No, we're excited. That's what I'm gonna say.
I'm so excited. You don't even. I'm just excited because for years I've walked around feeling like I'm this crazy person that keeps having all these crazy experiences. Ain't nobody been able to help me or explain it to me, and I've prayed for clarity, and I've prayed, and I've meditated, and now I've met Ella. And it's like, boom.
Yeah. But then you see, but let me tell you, but you see how you just was saying, like, you've been going through this for a long particular time, and then finally one day I came, or rather we crossed paths. Same thing like relationships. We pray, we be patient, but one day we're going to cross that path with somebody that is compatible with us holistically. Same thing. Dealing with, okay, so let me just read this Mami Wata. Let me share this with you, and then we can take it from there. So she causes and cures infertility, impotence, and various illnesses, especially chronic fatigue and venereal diseases. She bestows health, beauty, and musical prowess. Mami Wata, snake goddess, and this is probably where the whole Medusa thing come in at. The snake goddess emerged from her home in a lake to become the most successful traditional African deity of modern times. While other traditional deities are marginalized by Christianity and Islam, Mami Wata's is more popular now than ever. 15 years ago, she was barely known outside Africa. Now she is venerated worldwide. Mami Wata's was prominently featured in New York City's American Museum of Natural History's 2007 exhibition on mythic creatures. This have to be Medusa. And Medusa, as we know, is the black woman with locks. So a specific image served as her portal from obscure rural goddess to the world power. Mami is identified with an iconic image of a snake charmer painted circa 1880 in Hamburg by a now unknown artist. The model was a Hamburg zookeeper's wife, later rendered as a chromolithograph. Okay, it was distributed as the poster throughout Africa, evoking tremendous spiritual response. Even though it doesn't resemble earlier images of Mami Wata, people looked at the picture and recognized her. The image portrays a beautiful, dark-skinned woman with long, thick hair. Remember, I just said that. Dressed as a snake charmer, she holds one large snake, Another twines around her. That's dealing with the Kundalini energy. The snake dealing with the Kundalini energy, right? The serpent.
Yep.
So because and that's what dealing with different levels of consciousness. So right now, even with the birth, even with you with your dreams giving birth, that might also be due to different ideas within yourself, right? Or different levels. So because her whole body is not shown, the image terminates beneath her hips. She could be a snake woman or a mermaid. A smaller inset image depicts what may be the same woman. Mami Wata is characterized by joie de vivre, but is also described as emotionally remote, although not physically. She is a living spirit, meaning that she sometimes manifests as a flesh and blood woman, physically, not just in dreams or vision. Many people describe actual physical encounters with her, rather on a city street or by a stream or river. She has sex with those who appeal to her. Seemed like a freak to me. Now let me stop. she she has she had well, I mean, if you dealing with a water sign, hey, you know. But in any event, you laughing. She has sex with those who appeal to her. Because of her skin color, some anthropologists consider Mami Waters a European importation, suggestion that she was inspired by ship figureheads in the form of mermaids. However, her devotees never consider her Caucasian. Of course she's not. She is if her origin is in Central or West Africa, she cannot be Caucasian. So
no.
Exactly. Again, nothing to Caucasian people, but whatever. You know, this is
the
going
fact of the matter is, you know, these people have never had a system of spirituality. They never had a deity. They learned all that when they came into the continent. So we can't attribute any gods of that period to them. So no.
But I have to be careful what I say. You know. However,
well, I said it for you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. So, however, that's my girl. However, her devotees never consider her Caucasian. She is envisioned covered by and embodied the essence of the white clay or chalk traditionally used to delineate death or to demarcate sacred or forbidden territory. Mami Wata is a goddess of fertility and birth, but also of death and danger, sometimes held responsible for drowning deaths, although she also rescues people. Mami Wata heals impotence, but if she really likes a guy, she may permit him to be potent with her alone, thus cutting him off sexually from the human community. That's what's up. That's the power of a woman too. The men, the men she does adores typically devotes themselves exclusively to her, sacrificing other romantic or sexual ties. They achieve positions of tremendous wealth and power thanks to Mami Watas. See, same thing like you. Like if basically what I got out of that is like if I'm doing good, I'm gonna help you to do good as well. You see,
that was the thing with me and my ex. Like, you know, he's a currency trader. He taught me that, you know, I'm trying to do other things that would get me out of this corporate cycle. Even though I do very well for myself, I'm feeling very not inspired, you know, and I want to have the freedom of my time is more important to me right now than money. So linking up with him, I invested in his company. And instead of letting him trade my money, he helped me create an offshore LLC. I created my own trade platform. But then he never followed through to send me the links and everything else because he's caught up in his nonsense. So I had to get with his business partner. And so still working a lot of that out. But I'm very much that person. Like,
right.
yo, if I get with a man and we're together,
Mm-hmm.
I'm of good means financially. I'm going to invest and support and show. That's what you do when you come together. You're
exactly.
Like 1 + 1 = 3, not 2, because you have to add that space between the ones and the energy between the two ones. You get 3. You get more than what you would get with just a 1 and 1. So he doesn't get that. He's so his frequency is so low. I'm learning. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that.
Well, you're growing, and you're not allowing someone else to make you feel to keep you in a position where you feel stuck. You're growing, so that's what happens when you grow. You got to leave certain people behind.
Well, there was the gut part of the whole thing is that there were many times where I had this gut punch where I felt like he was very threatened by my success, because he's used to women that he can throw $100 or $200 to and control, and they obey and they take his stuff. And I'm not that woman,
right.
He made fun of the purchases. If I dropped $2,500 on a purse or whatever. Oh, excuse me. He would always make little statements and call me rich and say little stuff, but like he's joking, but almost like a backhanded compliment.
Right.
And I addressed him, and he said it wasn't an issue. I let it roll off my shoulders, but I should have never let that happen. Because sometimes if a man is jealous of you or envious of your success or not feeling like he is where he wants to be, he will mistreat you underhandedly, because he is secretly envious or something. It's something weird there with them. Yeah. They can't. A lot of men can't handle that. Yeah. So
absolutely. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, and it's no shade. It's just what it is. It's no. Yeah. I totally agree. So they achieve positions of tremendous wealth and power thanks to Mami Wata's, but in true fairy tale fashion, must keep their relationship with her a secret of their good fortune must keep their relationship with her a secret or their good fortune will evaporate. That's understandable. Mami Wata typically demonstrates interest in a person via illness, specifically medically, fatigue, and malaise. The person becomes remote and distant. No medical cause can be found. Health doesn't improve until the person contacts Mami Wata's, either directly or through her clergy. This malaise is perceived as a kind of spirit possession, but more like that of a czar spirit than Western demonic possession. The person may dream about Mami Wata's or her symbols constantly. Alternately, they just daydream compulsively. Sometimes infertility or the inability to bear a living child indicates Mami Wata's attempt at communication with women. So then you should probably get with her in a sense, and not to say that you're infertile, and not to say that you can't have children, but I would definitely work with her so that can happen with you in the near future. So, like a czar spirit, Mami Watas can be transformed into an ally. She can reverse all negative ailments she causes. She does not intend them badly. She may not know a better way to signal someone's attention. She may in fact be a czar spirit. Some consider her a Simbi, and still others suggest that Mami Watas forms her own family of spirits, and so there are many individual paths or avatars of Mami Watas, not all identical. In Latin America, Mami Wata is synchronized as Martha, the Dominator. Elsewhere, she is synchronized to Eve. Nigerians author Flora Nwapa 1966 novel Ifori explores a woman's relationship with Mami Wata. Favored people. She allegedly has a soft spot for harpists and other musicians. manifestation. We already know that she comes as a half woman and half snake. She can be a mermaid as well. She's very charismatic. She's gorgeous. Okay. So attributes: gold comb, expensive wristwatch. Her colors or is red and white. Her creatures is a snake and a crocodile. Her elements is water. Her sacred sites: she has shrines throughout Western and Central Africa, Europe, and South and North America. Rituals: those called by Mami Watas are encouraged to spend time in water, whether herbal or enchanted baths. Oh shit. Didn't I tell you about the look, oh shit. Oh, we done did it again. We done did it again. Did you not take the lavender and sage bath and stuff like
yes,
that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is a beautiful thing. Okay, rather herbal or enchanted baths or immersions in living waters, meaning oceans, lake, river, spring. Offerings: traditionally, Mami Wata does not drink alcohol, beverages, but accepts soft drinks. Her favorite is lemonade. However, recent reports indicate she has developed a taste for Campari. I don't know what the hell that is. Campari? What is that?
I don't know.
Yeah, Mami Wata's like tropical fruits and exotic, luxurious food. She enjoys perfumes, cosmetics, mirrors, and expensive sunglasses. She likes toys.
Me too.
See? Exactly. She likes toys, especially Barbies or other fashion dolls. So that's Mami Wata. That's a beautiful thing. So she
very interesting.
Very interesting. Yeah. So, but then she also has this connection with our Lakshmi here. That's why I read. That's why I read about her. So she also has that, that water, attribute or relation to giving about, new beginnings, or giving about fertility, or giving about abundance. Dealing with the moon, dealing with fertility. So it goes hand for hand. You can, first I would recommend for you to set up the Lakshmi altar, definitely, of course, and then when you get to it, I would also, a small little altar, or even, you take, continue to take the sage bath or the lavender bath and ask for her, for her help in a sense, or just, give thanks. Not rather, not really ask for her help, or just thank her. Just let her know that you're thinking about her in that sense. I will ask for Lakshmi help. I'm about to start working with Lakshmi.
I more resonated with Lakshmi because another thing that I read about her was that she is always adorned in red, which is funny because that's Mama Wati's color. She wears red and gold. She always got on a ton of gold and jewels, and she wears red.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And red, I didn't used to like red. I used to love pink and I used to love blue. But what's funny is I've always been very modest in my spending and give to everybody else. And so now I'm like, you know what? I'm coming upon my birthday next week. I'm going to do something for me. Right. So I was going to go out and buy me a Benz, and I was thinking I needed to be red with black leather seats with red piping. I'm just going to spend the money. I'm just going to try to, I'm going to hopefully try to buy it cash. Right. I don't know, child. This is a
I don't know.
Like this.
Yeah.
Child, I ain't got no job. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I feel strongly to be this, to live the luxurious me that I am. I think fear made me hold back. But when I was fearless and would just blow through money, money always came.
Money
always came.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. It's to the point with me where I don't even advertise no more. People just come to me. Like, I don't even got to do nothing no more. Like, people just...
See, Ellen, you are so blessed, sweetie.
You get what I'm saying?
You're going to continue to be blessed. I've already recommended you to, 2 people.
Yeah.
But, everybody in my immediate circle, they not on my same level
Right.
or path spiritually, you
Right,
know?
right.
So when I talk to them about my experiences with you, I can tell they get really quiet. And then, you know, a few of them were like, well, maybe I should take a sage bath, and maybe I should. And I'm just like, listen, this woman gave me some things to do that have literally, first of all, you told me too, music. You said get back to music. Now, I used to sing, and I've had the desire. I started, when I got on that spiritual journey 15 years ago, songs started pouring out of me. So I would just wake up and start writing songs, like write them. I would have the words. And I was in the studio with LeVert. I was in the studio with a few Jamaican artists, and I always attracted artists. I dated Sizzler, Kalunji for some time.
Oh, that's my dude right there. That's my dude. Yeah.
Him, you know. He and I ended because he wanted me to like quit my life and just like travel with him and be on tour with him. And I was really young, and you know, I was of the mindset like, no, I got to get me square, and I'm not taking that chance with this man. You know, it wasn't something that I felt was practical or smart, because I'm just in my mindset like, all artists, all men are whores, all artists are definitely whores. I'm not doing that. But in any event, he was the most sweet, loving, you know, most loving man. And there was this prophet that's a really close friend with a family that told my mom I was going to marry someone foreign. And when I tell you, so many foreign men, I'm talking about they can be from Italy, from Africa, from Jamaica, from anywhere in the Caribbean. Everybody that's not from here immediately flocks to me. But music then really was a passion, and it still is a passion of mine. I want to buy a guitar and take lessons and start back writing. But since I took the sage bath, something new has come out of me, and it's been poetry. And
keep doing it.
Just say,
yeah, keep doing it. And that's I
have.
Yeah. And that's why that Mami Wata works with you too, because she favors people that likes music. Yep.
Yeah, I love music. I'm gonna tell you, during those sage baths, I would hear in my spirit while I was resting, I would hear the words of different poems, and maybe that'll continue to increase until I can build songs back in my soul. Because I woke up the one day and I didn't write it down immediately, and so I lost it. But then the next time it happened, I woke up and I wrote it, and I'm gonna try to copy and paste it and send it to you, so that you can see what poured out of me, just out of just. And I know it's because of the cleansing. I know it's because of the cleansing, because since then I've written 2 poems total, just in the past week. Right. And so I'm feeling like I'm coming back into myself. You know.
You are, yeah. That's exactly what's happening. that is exactly what's happening. You know that. So
let me ask you this: with the milk offering to Lakshmi. Now, I don't drink milk because it's pus and blood. I don't. You know, if I drink any kind of milk, it's like an almond milk or you know, something like that. Do you think like the almond milk would be okay, or do you think I should just give it like the milk?
You know what? I think you should probably do further research with that, because I don't really. But if I was to do it, I would give her regular milk, because it's not really, because the spirit realm receives it differently. The spirit realm doesn't receive it as how we receive it. Like
That's true.
It's different, but it may be a specific kind of milk. But if it was a specific kind of milk, I'm pretty sure that this book would have covered it. But to be on the safe side, you know, my love, to be on the safe side, I would just definitely just go in and you know, just do a little bit more research, the type of milk.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you know.
Especially since one of her animals is a cow. The other one is an owl. And what's funny is I have this huge attraction to owls. I have so much owl jewelry. I go to Charmin Charlie's, and anything, if they got owl earrings, like little post earrings, little studs that are owls. I have a chain necklace with a really pretty bejeweled owl. I have a ring that's a pretty bejeweled owl. For some, I'm like, what is this attraction with me and these owls? I have that. Yeah, I have those right now in my jewelry box. Yeah, so I'm going to set up a Lakshmi altar for sure, because I feel so... identical to who she is. I don't know if that's who I was in a past life.
I feel
and she's trying to connect with me, but
I feel so.
Definitely doing that.
I definitely feel so. Or it's just a reincarnation of that spirit. It is what it is. It happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would definitely, as soon as I, upload this video, I would definitely send this to you so you can look at it, you can feel it out. I showed you my statue of the Lakshmi, the elephant here, so you can take a look at mine. And I wish you the best. Oh, you did have you asked me about the bath, right?
Yeah. Do you think that it's a good time for me to do that now, or do you think we should push that off further? A little bit further.
How many times did you?
Because I had it, and I mean, I'm.
Summer solstice. Summer solstice is coming up. Do it then. That's what they're saying.
Summer solstice.
Summer.
When is that?
It's June 21st or June 20 something, 19.
June 21st, probably, I think. Okay, that makes sense because my birthday is next week, and there's a lot of things that I want to happen in this month that will actually manifest in July. So, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. And I'll just set up another call so that you can walk me through the instructions because I still have it and I'm excited about, but I want to be all the way right and ready to receive those open doors and those things. But the first thing I'm doing, my order of business next week is to set up my Lakshmi altar. And start. Now, what did it say anything about a particular? I didn't recall a particular candle, but a sweet smelling incense, a lotus flower, milk, and coins.
Gold coins, probably pennies. Pennies.
Okay, I'll put pennies.
Yeah, pennies.
All right, cool.
All right, my love.
All right. Well, thank you so much again. I always enjoy speaking with you. Again, I feel like just in 3 sessions, I've gotten such a breakthrough, and I just think from here we're just going to continue to go and grow and learn. And I will send you I'm going to sign up next week. And so as soon as I get registered where you can use an ID, I'll send you all the information in case you want to actually get registered.
Right.
Because it's a really wonderful thing. And I think, I don't know, just for whatever strange reason, I have this huge affinity to buy and gold right now, and I need to do that. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to follow through with my gut and stop ignoring it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I look forward to receiving the upload. I'm going to listen to it again and again. I'm so thankful for you. Bless you so much.
Bless you too, my love. Thank you so much as well. Creator bless. And God bless, Creator bless, Ancestral bless, Stars bless, Lakshmi bless, Mami Wata bless. Everybody bless.
Just be loved.
Yes.
Be loved in general.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Peace and love.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. So there you go, Mama Ella. Again, please, if you would like to schedule a reading, email me, samorishealing@gmail.com. You can call me 646-780-9488. If I do not pick up, please leave me a message. Again, 646-780-9488. Doing it big, helping people, guiding people, loving myself, and loving you all. Thank you for your support. Creator bless.